We got ourselves Archie going to be first up over for the team 1. But Dead going to be meeting him in the arena. Got himself Cold Blood very, very early on. As an assassination rogue, is he going to go for like some crit bleed damage build? Cloak of Shadows immediately. Trying to see if he can get past Archie. Going to be a knockback by the Shaman, but the Cloak of Shadows not letting him go into a big death mark onto Archie. We'll have to play very defensively. I am surprised you're not pressing wall immediately. Evasion by the rogue. Archie could be under a ton of pressure. That's a lot of bleed damage. Galaxy fall for a second, but the dots are going to break him. Dots have plenty of Maelstrom. At least he get himself some healing. He summoned all those Ghost Wolves, and he kind of waited on the Maelstrom. Wait, you got Ghost Wolves back up again? Is that what I'm seeing? Gonna be Dead, trying to see if he can maybe back up, but doesn't really want to go too far. But maybe closing the gap a little bit too early. Big Ellie Blast, he's gonna be cheat death onto the rogue. Does have himself a Shadow Step, but the Ghosts are ripping right through him. Their Earth Elemental clobbering him. And Archie does end up using his trusty elementals that he summoned in order to help him fight through this menace of a rogue. Lucer gonna be up next. Big hunt off of a stump. Got himself big fire damage. Gonna be a wall for Archie. Now you're walling it? After you had a rogue death mark, now you're walling it? It's good that you were able to survive the rogue and could save wall for later. But man, it just, you gotta have nerves of steel to just be like, you know what? Rogue popped a big cooldown. I'm not gonna pass a cooldown for it. Not gonna do it. Not gonna counter it. I'm just gonna heal right through it. It's gonna be a big sigil of flame to maybe burn down Archie a little bit, but big LA Blast right after. Lucer is gonna have to go full on Metamorphosis. Is actually in full meta. Definitely needs to take out the totem. And Archie is actually kind of hurt. Man could be in big trouble. Does he have some enough survivability? Going to be a big help by Lucer. May be able to use that haunt. Big thunder by the Shaman. Trinket's ass. He got hit with Imprison. Just a surprise. Trying to see if he could potentially get back in there. What happened there with my recording? Gonna be Cries a Bad up next with an Ellie with a Flame Shock immediately. Got himself portals up and running immediately versus Archie with Incinerates right after. Is it gonna be enough damage? Those portals are gonna be quite impactful. Got himself the Ghosties up and running. Those Ghosties are gonna get him a little bit of that Maelstrom. It's gonna be roots around the corner though. Crisbed does have a Mortal with a Fear onto Archie. It's gonna maybe have to wait until he gets himself some more portals. Got himself a bit of the Channel Demon Fire. Trying to see if he can blast out Archie. Full big haze buff right now. Actually able to get himself lots of fast casting, but the stuns, the intros of Archie could make it potentially very difficult. Archie's still taking so much damage from the dots and the totems. Massive incentives to hopefully counter Crisbed. Trying to see if he can burn through his defenses. Crisbed got portal with a Fell Bond onto Archie. He's gonna break the Fell Bond at the cost of his own health. More portals opening up. Massive damage. Crisbed is trying to see if he can will down. Oh my god, this man is able to stop him, and his Shrags is the constant damage of a Destruction Warlock. Was able to overpower the Shaman. Aesthetic gonna be up next. Crisbed making sure that the Succubus is always trailing behind him. Immediate Succubus CC onto Aesthetic. Aesthetic is gonna have a bunch of portals attacking him. Challenging but far from it. This is not much you can really do. Does get himself advantage, but still doesn't stop burning through him with the Rain of Fire. Gonna get him out in the open. Kidder shot to Crisbed. Maybe Succubus CC to stop him. Does get the Succubus CC, and the Succubus CC doesn't even break the portal. This is continuously blasted the rogue with the Shadow Flame damage. Gonna be a Dark Pact. Crisbed doesn't have enough damage here. Aesthetic trying to see if he can make himself one last go. Massive port, instant casting, summoning a gateway for Crisbed. Aesthetic is super far away from Crisbed, trying to keep a slow on the rogue as best as he can. Rain of Fire around the corner. Blind eventually is gonna it's gonna wear off of the Succubus. Drain with a quick immolate does take him out. Took a little bit of time, but want to make sure he's playing safe. Gonna be immediately Feral Druid opening up, but the Feral Druid cannot be hit by Succubus CC while you're in cat form, while you're technically a Polymorph. Gonna be mad portals on him. Oh my god, all this shadowy balls just chasing after the Druid. Big cans to follow. Does Crisbed have enough damage here? That's gonna be Billy trying to see if he can maybe change this up a little bit. Big bites back to back to Succubus to Crisbed. Does he have any way to get away? It's gonna be Bonzafell. Oh my god, and a last ditch effort. He just threw down a big grenade, a big C4 down, and the Feral, not much you can do about it. Gamer just charges in, cracking Crisbed in half. A lot of Shamans this week. Akino does not have a lot of ways to really heal through Gamer, just has to go in for as much damage as possible. Trying to see if he can at least give himself a bit of distance, trying to go for range damage. Going to be tricking out of Gamer, breaking out of the lasso. Knockback, doesn't get the execute. The Shaman could be in trouble this after falling, maybe in a bad situation. Charged by the Warrior, I think it's gonna take him down. Does it up, chasing after him and taking him out of the game. Deal with those portals. That's gonna be a lot of shadow damage. Just goes through walls right now. Bonzafell right now for Crisbed. Interrupt by Archie, but he's gonna get hit with a Fury immediately. And Crisbed just has him fully locked down with even more portals. Got himself the Infernal. If he sends out the Infernal, actually just keeping the Infernal next to those Ghost Wolves does give him lots of Maelstrom, because those Ghost Wolves, that's two targets that are just getting radiated on with an Immolation aura. It's gonna be mad damage onto Archie. Big fire, massive bolt. Oh! And Crisbed was able to put Archie into low enough health, get a couple of bolts in him, make sure there's no grounding totem, no interrupts, no nothing. And is able to deal with it pretty easily. Gamer gonna be up next, immediately hit with a curse of exhaustion, having to slowly crawl towards Kreisbad. Gonna be a Bonzafella. I think he wants to see if he can kite out Gamer out in the open and potentially just blast him out little by little, will him down with fire damage. Gamer, I think the best chance he's got to win this one. I think you have to start putting effort into the succubus, because eventually you can kill the succubus and Kreisbad just won't have it available. I think you have to fight succubus while approaching the warlock, so he at least has to constantly be moving and constantly be thinking about his primary pet. So it makes it a little bit harder for him to like potentially could give himself a break here. There's going to be interrupt with succubus, stun. Actual succubus still was able to get a succubus see either way. That's going to be a spear, but it's going to be a gateway to break him out of the spear. Gateway does free out the spear. Fear by the warrior god. Kreisbad locked down for just a second here. Shadow Fury right after the mortal call, but he knows that Gamer is basically immune to fears for just a second, but it's gonna go for a massive port out for that. Oh my god, making him chase after the warlock while just eating all those portal damage with the succubus ready to CC you as soon as possible. Gamer, again, hopefully better be focusing on the succubus, because eventually you should be able to take that thing down. Does Stormbolt the succubus is really aggressive. Very, very aggressive move. But a succubus's damage to Gamer, it is going to give Kreisbad damage buffs too, which is actually super unfortunate. Massive Chaos Bolt out of the twisting nether. Gamer, again, under a ton of pressure. Does he burn a defensive here? Big mobility for Kreisbad. Is there any more mobility left? If Gamer could somehow lock him down with a spear, potentially that would be the play. Got himself a reflector, at least reduce some of the damage, but a mortal call. Man, Kreisbad is making sure he's played it so well. He's making sure that Gamer even has zero chance to even connect with him, to even hit him. He's using all the mobility, all that god, the slows from succubus, the CC, the mortal calls, the stuns, to make sure the enemy can't even touch him. He's trying to play it as perfect as humanly possible. Slaying that succubus very quickly. Kreisbad may have to use a fell burn to summon new one. Does summon new one with an infernal, immediately stunning Yasha. He realizes he can't really use the guile to fight versus the paladin. He has to get aggressive. Soulborn poured, got himself plenty of movement. Big portal to the ready too. Lots of instances. My god. Oh my goodness. This is a weird build of Warlock, but it's so mobile and it's pretty effective. Very, very effective. He definitely got burst damage, so he's not like trying to play it super slow just for the kicks of it. He knows when to put in pressure and when to back up out of it. With that paladin, he put on a lot of pressure. With warrior, he backed up out of it, played it slow. That's crazy. Let's get another one going here.